what's up, y'all? It's poppin' this D. About to react to this video by Impressive. This is Saweetie dragged over bad performance. Erica Banks addresses Megan Thee Stallion beef and Doja Cat. So we're gonna hear what's going on with all these people. Saweetie getting dragged over a bad performance. I can't say that I'm surprised at all. She's a gorgeous girl, and I want to like her, but the talent, I'm just not able to find it. You know, I've been looking. I'm trying to give her chances. You know, I try to listen to her music when it comes out, but I'm just like, So the talent, it just isn't there. So not surprised that performance skills wouldn't be there either. So yeah, let's see what happens. Let's watch.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Impressive channel. There are a few things I want to talk about in this video,
she's so cute.
Before I do, I first want to give a shout out to the rapper Amaretta The Great. I'm sure some of y'all have heard about Amaretta already. Amaretta has been putting in a lot of work for the past few years. And in my opinion, she really is one of the hardest, if not the hardest female rapper to come out of Atlanta, because the talent is there. She's a great rapper. She has bars. She knows how to sing. And she makes good music too. She doesn't talk about the typical things that you see a lot of these mainstream rappers talking about. I think someone like Amaretta is very necessary in hip hop right now, especially for female rappers. And one thing about Amaretta is she's consistent. She has consistently been working on her craft. She does freestyles, she writes, and most importantly, she puts out good music. Now, the project that I would suggest that y'all check out is her album, Welcome to the Jungle. Also, check out her new single, Do Too Much. And she also has a song called Control, where she's actually showcasing her vocals. She's multi-talented. She's in my opinion, one of the best rappers in this generation to come out of Atlanta. And I think she deserves way more recognition than she gets. I think the industry needs to start waking up now and just pay attention to some of these talented artists who are out there.
And I'm not saying views is everything. It's not about views or popularity at all, but how she's bigging her up, I would just assume that she had more listeners or more listens or streams. Because if someone is great, then people usually take notice quickly, you know? But maybe they just haven't got to her yet. And she said she's been in the game for years, so that's why I was just a little taken aback by the numbers and the monthly listeners on Spotify. But yeah, maybe they just haven't maybe people still sleep on her. I don't know.
There's no reason why Amaretta should be underrated. She should be a mainstream artist because she has what it takes to be mainstream. And I think with the right promotion and the right team, she definitely can get to that level. Now, on to the next topic. I want to talk about Saweetie, because Saweetie got dragged this weekend over her performance at the Triller Club. Now, for those who don't know, there was a fight that took place between Jake Paul and Ben Askren, and it was a big event. A lot of artists were asked to perform. Hip-hop legends like Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, Too Short, and E40 came out. And also Doja Cat and Saweetie came out to perform. And I'm going to talk about both of their performances. First, starting with Saweetie.
Jake Paul out here.
I was disappointed with Saweetie's performance. And I can't say that I'm surprised at this point, but I think that Saweetie has been in the spotlight for too long to be delivering mediocre performances.
I agree with that.
Now, I like Saweetie. Don't get me wrong. I like Saweetie. She seems like she has a cool personality. She also knows how to brand herself, which I'm always very impressed by. I think she does a lot of things right on the business end and the marketing end, and a lot of artists can learn from her. But one thing I really think Saweetie needs to work on is her craft. I feel like she doesn't work on her craft enough. I think she's more interested in being a star and making money instead of putting out quality work and quality performances.
I agree.
Her performance at the Triller Fight Club was pretty tragic, and it pains me to say this because I do like Saweetie, and I actually believe that she could do better, but I don't think she wants to do better. I think from watching her performance, it was very obvious to me that she showed up to get a bag. She wasn't there to really put on a great show. Now, it seemed like there were some technical issues going on with the sound, but her performance overall was very lackluster. She was very stiff. She had no stage presence, and she was lip syncing. But this is a trend that I'm starting to notice amongst female rappers. A lot of them are expected to do a lot on stage. I notice a lot of them are starting to incorporate high energy choreography in their performances, and they focus so much on the dancing that they get lost. And they lose focus on more important things like their stage presence. And because they're dancing, they feel like they have to lip sync. So they're not even working on their breath control anymore. And let me just say this. Dancing alone does not make a performance entertaining. What makes a performance entertaining is how engaging the artist is.
Charisma,
and how great
confidence.
Their stage presence is. There are rappers out there who don't dance and know how to deliver a show. I mean, look at Snoop Dogg, for instance. He knows how to put on a show. Kanye West is another example. Kanye has a lot of energy on stage. He doesn't do a lot of dancing, but he has excellent breath control and he has excellent energy. Also, Jay-Z has excellent stage presence. I got a chance to see him on the Run tour, and he didn't dance at all, but he had a command. He had the energy. He had people hype. Lil Kim is another artist who can come on stage and have an excellent command when she's performing at her best.
Period.
The same thing can be said for Nicki Minaj. Nicki doesn't have to dance. She could just step on that stage and have full command
that charisma
with her presence.
and that confidence.
And this is something I think some of these rappers today need to understand. They need to understand the art of having great stage presence, because that can make or break a show. And I'll give credit to artists like Megan Thee Stallion and Doja Cat, because I feel like they have been consistent in delivering good performances. Megan has always had great stage presence even without dancing. And since she's been dancing more, she has been improving with her breath control. And the Grammy performance that she did this year is proof of that. Also, Doja Cat has been killing all of her performances. I mean, Doja is one artist who really takes her craft seriously, and you could tell by the results that she puts out there. Her performance at the Triller Fight Club was amazing from beginning to end. Her microphone was on, her breath control was on point, her stage presence was on point, and her choreography was clean. She always makes her live performances an experience, and I think that's very, very important. And I think Saweetie needs to take notes. If she wants to be taken seriously as a rapper and an entertainer, she has to work on her craft. Aside from that, I think Saweetie does everything else right. She's about her business, she knows how to market herself, and she knows how to make a hit. But she has to start taking her craft a little more seriously. People are not going to pay to see her in concert if she continues to deliver lackluster performances like this. These are just honest critiques. This is not me hating on Saweetie in any way, shape, or form, because like I said, I like Saweetie and I think she has potential to be better, but she has to want to be better. Now, last but not least, I want to briefly talk about this whole narrative going on between Megan Thee Stallion and Erica Banks. Apparently, the media is trying to push this whole beef between the two of them. Now, if you don't know, Megan and Erica are both signed to the same label. They're signed to 1501 Certified Entertainment, which is Carl Crawford's label. However, Megan and Erica have never interacted or collaborated on a song together because of the politics at their label. If you remember, Megan had legal issues with Carl, and she claimed that he was trying to stop her from releasing music. Carl, however, claimed that Megan blindsided him by signing with Roc Nation behind his back. So the issue between them was very, very messy, and after they fell out, Carl signed another artist named Erica Banks. And when Erica Banks first went viral, I noticed some similarities between her and Megan, and I kind of felt like Carl was trying to get her to compete with Megan. So it almost seemed like he was trying to create another Megan Thee Stallion. However, Erica has a different style from Megan. Her rapping style is different and her music style is different as well. And luckily for Erica, she was able to get a hit on her own called Bust It, which did go viral on TikTok earlier this year. But even with Erica's newfound success, she's still being compared to Megan Thee Stallion. And the comparisons became even more intense when they both did a remix to DJ Cho's song Thick. And I think there was a little bit of drama behind this song because Erica was planning to release a remix first. However, Megan decided to release the remix to it, and Megan's version became more popular. So I think that kind of created more tension between the two of them. But the main reason why they haven't really connected is because of politics. Because of Megan's issues with Carl, she doesn't work closely with him or acknowledge his other artists like Erica. So more than likely, you'll never see them link up or collaborate. And something like this, of course, can make people believe that maybe they don't care for each other. However, Megan and Erica have never expressed that. Still, this is the narrative that's kind of being spun in the media, unfortunately. Now, recently, Erica did do an interview with Hot New Hip Hop, and she was asked this question about Megan. Last year, there was some drama with Megan Thee Stallion. I wanted to ask you if you reached out or if she has reached out to you at all in the last year to squash things. Erica said no. The interviewer asked, are you open to that? And Erica said no. So that was a very simple and blunt answer, but she did get some backlash from her response. When the blogs reposted this story, Erica did clarify that there were no issues between her and Megan. She commented under the Neighborhood Talks post and said, I knew this was bait during the interview, hence me saying no to both questions. There is no beef, and me speaking about anything in regards to those questions was a no to refrain from my words being misconstrued like interviewers do. They can't misconstrue a one-word response. Be blessed, y'all. So Erica is shutting down the rumors that she has issues with Megan.
Girl, you could have also
but honestly,
said,
I think it would have been better if she said that during her interview, because it would have brought more clarity to what she was saying. Because when she said no, people kind of took it and ran with it and created their own ideas about it. But in reality, she has no issues with Megan, at least from what we know. So I think the interviewers at this point need to stop asking Erica about Megan, because there's nothing there, clearly. They don't have a relationship, but they don't have a beef either.
Okay, Erica, I don't know her, so I'm not really interested in that story, to be honest. Let's talk about Saweetie. Saweetie, I do want Saweetie to get it together, because the short clips that I saw in this video were tragic. I want to look up the actual performance now, out of curiosity, and just see how bad it was, because if these clips were bad, then damn, I can only imagine what the whole performance was looking like. But yeah, I definitely agree that she puts a lot more effort into the other aspects of her career than, you know, the actual skill level, and I think that's very important. Like, I don't care how good you are at marketing yourself, at networking, at making business deals. If you trash, you trash, and people are not gonna really fuck with your music like that. I am actually surprised that she is as popular as she is, considering how bad her music is. I think it's really bad, actually. But yeah, her name is still buzzing, so I guess it's so unfortunate that it's so many female rappers out right now, but a lot of them are just, they're terrible. I honestly miss the days when it was like, damn, there aren't really any female rappers, because, you know, when that was taking place, at least the female rappers that we did have were actually good. You know, we had a few, and it's like, okay, but we really fuck with their music. But now it's a lot of them, and they're all trash. They're all trash, and that just pains me to say, because I want to support them. I'm gonna look up this Amaretta girl, whatever, whatever the fuck her name is. Even though Impressive was making it sound like she know her personally, I don't know, child. But I'm gonna look her up to see where her shit is hidden. But yeah, I've been very disappointed with female rappers lately. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all thought, though. Let me know what other videos you want me to watch, and I'll see you on the next one.